Why? Why is it that some nations are extremely wealthy while the others are just left behind? This inequality is what we're going to be exploring in today's video. Hi friends, welcome to Econverse. I'm Abrar and I'm a fellow student who topped in my GCSE Economics exam last year in Oman. On this channel, we make learning economics simpler, clearer, and hopefully a lot more fun. We'll be looking at why there's a difference in the rate at which economic development occurs in different countries. Difference in economic development. That is the main topic of this video. So first we need to understand what is the difference between economic growth and economic development. So economic growth basically refers to quantitative increase in macroeconomic indicators. So the important word here is quantitative. It's when there's a rise in the real GDP, which is a quantity. Whereas on the other hand, economic development is when there is a qualitative improvement. Qualitative improvement in macroeconomic indicators. Now, one of the key things that you need to know is that a qualitative rise slowly does lead to a quantitative rise. It slowly does though. So qualitative increases could be factors such as living standards, etc., which we explored in the previous video. So right now, let us look at the benefits of economic development. So the benefits of economic development and why economies want them. Number one, whenever you have increased economic development, you have better living standards, both in your present and in your future. Number two, you have decrease in infant mortality rates, which is the number of deaths of infants per 1,000 births. Then you have an increase in your life expectancy, which is the number of years that you expect a person to live on average. Then you have better distribution of income. So whenever you have better distribution of income, it directly links to the next benefit. When more people have enough level of income, it does ensure that there is poverty reduction, not complete alleviation, but the level of poverty can decrease. Then you have fall in your costs of production, COP. I'm just writing it all in short acronyms. Then you have increased international competitiveness, which basically means that exports become more competitive in international markets, which could improve the balance of payments of the economy. Then you have increase in investment. Now, this increase in investment can, in the long run, massively improve the economy and its economic growth. That's what I mean when I say that economic development links to economic growth. And then you have higher access to education, etc. Education, healthcare, so on and so forth. Now, these also can link to economic growth because when you have more educated people, you have a better quality of labor force, which in the long run can significantly improve economic growth. So these are the benefits of economic development. Now let's look at the positive one, but we need to look at problems of economies with low economic development. So let's look at some of the problems that these economies face. Number one, they have very high population. So this could massively deter their ability to grow in terms of living standards, because there's too many people. Then there could be international debt, which could impact their balance of payments. Then there is over reliance on exports or primary sectors. Now this could be, basically you have economies that are completely reliant on their agriculture or on their exports. These economies are always at risk, because in case if there's any war or anything negative that are like not controllable, that could massively impact the entire economy. Then there is a fall in investment level. Then you have loads of people emigrating from the economy, given that there's perhaps lower jobs, there's lower security. Then you have trade decreasing. And lastly, you have unbalanced economy. You have an economy that is completely reliant on one industry with high population, high debt, that is struggling with less people, less workforce. So this basically, all of this highlights why economic development is essentially very crucial for an entire economy, because it overall leads to social development, leads to reduced pollution, freedom, political participation, higher quality of life, and overall creates something we call, you can mention this in your exam, a virtuous cycle. So it ensures that there is positivity that is spreading. So this is why economic development is key. Now let us look at some measures of economic development. So some of the measures of economic development are the following. There's two main ones. So number one, you have your real GDP per capita, and number two, you have something called the HDI, the Human Development Index. So now we've already seen these both to some extent in the previous video. This is basically the level of output per person in an economy, whereas the HDI consists of factors other than just the output. It includes the life expectancy, the level of education, and the income. So it is more coherent of all of the factors. So now there are some key figures related to HDI that you might want to remember for your exams. Number one, if HDI is less than 0.550, the economy is under low development. Number two, if HDI is between 0.55 to 0.699, that means that the economy is under mid development. Number three, if HDI is between 0.7 to 0.799, that means the economy is under high development. Lastly, if the HDI is greater than 0.8, then economy is under very high levels of development. So the HDI is a measure that consists of all of these three factors that are life expectancy, education, and income, and the measures of them are given in such numbers which basically show you a snapshot of what level of development the economy is under. So that is all for economic development and why different countries have different levels of economic development.
If you think this video helped you understand economics better, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to join the Econverse. I'll see you again in the next video where we discuss trade.